I guess we're live. My timer here. So if you caught the last live stream, we're doing the Buhurt League International 60-second, 30-second break, 60 seconds on cumulative point longsword practices. That's the new format. And I'm practicing for Carnage. It's like 42 days or something to go. So I'm going to use this as my stopwatch. I'm just going to look and make sure that we're live here. We are, because I'm going to edit this post. All right. So how's everybody doing today? If you haven't heard, they change it. It is not 90-second rounds at Carnage. It's 60 seconds. Then it's a 30-second break. And then 60 seconds again. And the thing is, I don't know what you do for that 30 seconds. So hey, what's up if you're tuned in? We're just going to go ahead and update this title. Streaming to Facebook, Kick, and YouTube. Got any questions, ask. We're going to be doing 10 rounds. Longsword workout. All right. Hope we're live on here. I'm trying to see my own channel. Are we live or what? I can't even tell. Don't matter. Let's do it. I just tripped on the camera. We are live on there. Hey, what up if you just tuned in? Hey, and thanks. Good you just tuned in because I haven't started swinging the sword yet. I'm trying to put a better thumbnail here on YouTube, and I just don't see how. Whoa. Hey, what up if you just tuned in? Hey. There's not much of a delay on there, huh? It's like, where can I just upload my thumbnail, man? We're going to take about 10 seconds to look at it again, and if I can't figure it out, we'll just start swinging. Whatever. All right, so what's up? Back for another workout. I'm wearing this helmet today for the heck of it, because what's it matter? This has less breathability. Let's get our timer going here. All right, here we go. This has like a 20-second period of warming up. So here's the countdown before first round. All right, first 60 seconds. About to be in the books. Don't want to hit that. Then for 60 seconds, we'll stand there. What's up, Salty? I bet you I slice my feathers a lot. I try to angle them backwards. What's up, Salty? Thanks. And I have just enough time to say hi before our little 30-second break's over. So, round one is done. If that music's too loud, let me know. Maybe I'll just turn it down. Like, it just sounds loud. Trying to play copyright strike-free music. That's probably better. So, yeah, this is like my SCA helmet. Just wearing it because, I mean, it's not, I don't even know if it's harder to breathe in. As you can see, it doesn't really fit this armor I got on. It's got a huge gap under there. But, let's see what the timer says. Where are we at? All right. I flipped the camera around so it's right this time. 2 minutes to go. Yeah, I'm just swinging for a time limit. So like the other day, like I actually stream a lot of my, I don't know what you call them, just like regular workouts on TikTok once a day, right? I mean, I don't stream them. I do like an update, where I'm doing all my like running or cardio or BS. And then I think on YouTube, every like third day up till Carnage, I'm going to stream these. And these are just building up my endurance. So 10 rounds of this, just for the time limit, just so I know no matter what happens, I will still be able to swing a sword. I even got my legs on today. I guess you can sort of see the knee there. At the Arnold, it was horrible. At the Arnold, I ended up like gassing out like really bad. I probably could have got third place, but I didn't. And the reason is because I just couldn't swing a sword anymore. We're not going to let that happen this time. All right, we're about like 28 seconds to go. Man, this helmet's a lot hotter. Like my whole face is sweaty. All right. 10, 9, 8. Like I said, this is like upper body endurance. So it's like no rhyme or reason to it for which swings I'm doing. When all else fails and I'm out there and I'm tired as heck, I will just think that I'm at home doing this. Like, I mean, I'm just not fast. I've tried to be fast. I just can't do it. So I just try and swing for what's going to count as a strike. Oh, the break's over already. Jeez. Sometimes I'll go fast like a combo. All right, that's round two. Round two's over. Like, I need to move that away from the wall before next round, but just making sure I don't ever get to a scenario where I can't at least swing. Like, the last big tournament I did, I'll show you exactly how I was swinging. I was so worn out. Not the last tournament. I mean, I'm talking about like a year ago. The last like big tournament where it's like all the best people in the U.S. are there. I've done plenty of little duels tournaments since then. Oh man, you go to like a little tournament, a 60-second round. If you even swing 60 times, like you're like godlike level. What up? Oh, what's up, John? Trying to do it in this. Yeah, so I was saying the last big thing I did, actually the last big letdown I had was at the Arnold. And I just was in like, it was probably the 17th round of the day. I was so worn out. I even got hit in the back when I turned around to run to get away to reset. Which, whatever, I lost a point, but I had to get away and try and rest. All right, there's a whole minute and 10 seconds before the next round. This will be round number 3. I got 3 fingers up in this gauntlet. And then on round 10, we'll just see we'll see how many swings we can do still in the 10th round. I'm dying in this helmet. It's not a breathing thing. It's just so hot, so much hotter than my Buhurt helmet. Oh man, 30 seconds to go. Oh yeah. Oh, I get it. I mean, you're walking around, so you're probably also like doing stuff like this, as you know, like subconsciously. You probably did like 1,000 shrugs in 2 hours too. First time I ever thought I wore suspenders to hold my legs up, and it was the worst thing I ever did. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, somebody kicks one count. Like I said, I gotta move this thing away from the wall real quick. If y'all remember the last one, I put a sword into the wall. Oh my God, craziest thing. I actually had a patient family that came by and like knew me from YouTube somehow, like a sword fighter. The 30-second break's almost over, else I'd talk about it now. Whoa. I'm trying to walk around a little bit more than I have my leg armor on. So yeah, crazy thing. Like I was at work. I mean, I was off. I was off that day. But someone texted me, they're like, hey, there's someone here at the nurse station asking about if a nurse works here that's a really good sword fighter. I guess that's me. I'm the only one in that hospital that sword fights that I know of, at least. So I think that's round 3 right there. Sometimes they ask, like, what do you like to do for fun? I'm like, I don't know. Fight people with the swords. Usually I can tell if they'd get it. If they wouldn't get it, I don't mention it. Because we ask them, like, what do you do, like, for a job, or do you have any hobbies? Yeah, oh, Pittsburgh, we got 3 nurses on our team. Kind of funny. 3, yeah, if anything happens, like, you got 3 people, odds are one of us won't be busy at the moment. I've been in some events where people need some medical attention, but luckily, they have an EMS there. A minute 25 to go on the break. Yeah, I was at one like a while ago, and somebody, a famous Buhurt guy, so I don't want to mention names, but I mean, this is like 4 years ago, and he hit the ground, and he was screaming he was having chest pain, so somebody called an ambulance. And he was laying there. As soon as they said, like, the ambulance is here, he, like, jumped right up. He's like, I'm good. He didn't go to the hospital. I remember we took somebody to the hospital. They landed face down, dislocated a shoulder. And she went to the hospital in her leg harness. People were probably like, what the heck is this? Wow, there's still 41 seconds. So, like, these 3-minute breaks it's just a number I threw out there. I don't think I'd be fighting earlier than 3 minutes. Generally, at Carnage, I'm not going to be talking. I'm going to be sitting there resting, too. Oh, heck yeah. Well, Let me think about that while I'm swinging. The break's almost over. Dude. So the three, let me ask, you mean 3 minutes of like cardio, like running or something? All right, here comes the first round. First, whatever, round A. Second break. Oh yeah, I think that's good. I think if you get used to it, even if you're not getting your heart rate up, you don't feel like you're getting the workout. I mean, you can always tweak it to try and do things to get it up again. But like this, I mean, end of 10 rounds, I feel like I'm fine, which is where I want to be. If break's over. 'So like I'm even doing a little extra here. I'm doing 75-second rounds instead of 65. My opinion though, like I'm a nurse, but I'm not a doctor. But I used to bodybuild back in the day. My whole goal is to be able to do like 10 rounds this for now. As we get closer to Carnage, I'll probably start bumping up so that we do like 16 rounds. I want to be just like this where I can talk, I'm not out of breath. And if I can maybe if my heart rate isn't going up, that'll just be good. I just want to be used to it. I want to be able to throw strikes this many times as easy as I just like walk to go out and get the mail. For melee though, I mean, I would suggest really high intensity, but way shorter bursts. I would say a minute 20 is like about the average longest rounds I've ever been in. The longest one I've been in was almost 6 minutes. It was horrible. I couldn't fight the rest of the time. I was so worn out. Melee cardio. Well, that's why other days I do sprints and really fat. I just sprint and I put as much energy as I can into it. I wish I had more people around here to grapple with. Like, hey, we might have a team practice here next week I might make it to that, but like, man, I'm like always by myself almost. Yeah, whatever you can. I think whatever you can do that just gets your makes it intense. Like melee, I've never been in a super drawn out, intense fight or grapple. Anytime it's ever been like a stalemate and you're just sitting there, I've never used a ton of energy, but I'll need it in short bursts to try and like get bump past them, to get my leg behind them, to try and throw them. I mean, I just my opinion, but I would do like super intense stuff, but like really short bursts, like 15 seconds. Like, um, I mean, I do burpees and things, sprints. What else do I alternate with? I mean, just anything to get your heart rate up really quick, but that you're using a lot of your body. I mean, I might not be the best to ask about that, though. I mean, I'm not like an expert on exercise. Oh, Salty, good luck at work. I'm heading to work pretty soon myself. Oh, I don't have time to get my gauntlets on. Fighting this round without gauntlets. Salty, in about 3 days, I'll be back on. Always a pleasure to see you. You too, John. But where's the timer? There it is. That round was messed up. I have my gauntlets on, so I played around a little bit. Yeah, I wish I had more opportunities to grapple. I hope I can get to this practice this week. I'd like to. I don't know if I'll get there or not. Nothing replaces grappling like with people. Oh, my gauntlets. But, you know, some of us, we just don't have that opportunity, huh? All right, we're going to grapple. Woo! My triceps are burning for some reason from that grappling. I bet. The clinch. Not grapple, clinch. Well, I should throw those in there. It helps mess up my tricep in turns. Well, you know what they make? Do you have a hotel room you're staying or something? Or look up. I don't know if you know Spencer. I know he has one. So Spencer Waddell, Jonathan McCartney, both have these swords. They're like, here. This is a different one. It goes to like here. It's this long and it's weighted just like a longsword. So, like, you could actually carry it in a suitcase and you could actually swing it around, like in a hotel room. You could swing around in like a kitchen. All right. Yeah, they make like these practice longswords. The end looks more like a spatula because it's real wide, I guess, so that the weight's right. But I don't. This is where's mine? They all get mine. Yep. Oh, all right. So this is the longsword I use. It's actually a Tilco. They don't make them anymore. I don't know how this thing still survives. I need to regrip it, obviously. We're gonna have to fix this. But this is the one I got like forever ago. This thing is what I use anytime I'm fighting an armor. The one I'm practicing with, though, so this one, see, it has a different tip. You can't use these tips. This is for like it's a HEMA sword, but this is a Purple Heart Armory. They're like 195 or 199. It is a little bit lighter, but this thing is probably swung like, I mean, hundreds of thousands of hits. But that way I don't mess up my good one. And this thing can break for all I care. Like, hopefully it wouldn't, you know what I mean? But this one, I'm taking this one to Carnage just to see if anyone would pass it. It's so light. That's the thing. This thing is really light. And I don't know if they'll pass it or not. But I'm going to bring it anyway. I'm going to throw it up on the table and walk away like it's not mine. 10 seconds for the break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. You got a big sword. All right, I got a round to do real quick. Oh, got to close this door. Don't want to hit the door. It's like right behind this thing. Like, these are just easy hits. Strong enough to count for points. Just to make sure I can still swing the sword for 120 seconds. All right, let's try and go fast real quick. "30-second break." Nice, yeah. I bet during the break. I mean, I have one too. From Canadian Buhurt. We're already halfway through the 15-second break, though. I like to use just a sword I don't care about, but it's similar to what we use. Just so I can throw like hundreds of thousands of times. It doesn't wear and tear my good stuff. I aim at the collarbone, not to hit them in the collarbone, but that's where their forearms are. Oh. I aim at the collarbone or I aim at the head. I only aim at the head from far away if I can tell I have a good shot. And I aim at the collarbone always for the other reasons, because if you think about it, that's where their sword is. So if they're like this and you aim at the collarbone, you're going to hit them here instead of where you're probably just get blocked by their sword. Just odds are you'll probably hit him in the arm. The times we get hit in the collarbone is usually because we were throwing on the opposite side. And I'm going to check out, I'm going to look up their montante and just see what it looks like. I think I know, but I'm not sure. I got this is Canadian Buhurt, and it's literally like within the rules, because I had him add these D rings. Of course, everything's shrunken down, right? But man, like no one has these. No one has a great sword. You go to an event, there's never a great sword category. One day. Thanks. I mean, they probably they'll probably have a great sword league one day, right? I hope they do. I fought with the great sword from Night Fight, the show and History Channel. It was insane. The thing weighed 11 pounds. I had like some pictures of it on my Instagram, like years ago, man. It was crowd choice, and they voted for me to use the biggest sword. It was so heavy, like even compared to these. So I would miss low on the first hit. So I just had that speed to come up around this way, and then I'd try and hit him. Like I was wasting a swing all the time. I'd try and miss them so I could bring it up and like over. It's nuts. And when you pummel somebody in the head with it, it's like 11 pounds. There's so much force behind it. It's nuts. Okay, here's a good thing about talking during this workout. Like, I'm not getting a chance to recover my lungs, which is good. Because at Carnage, I'll just be sitting in a chair resting. We're at 17 seconds. I see someone else new might just tuned in. I don't even know what round it is. Here it'll say round 5 or something, maybe. Round 7. Oh my God. Oh, gotta close the door. All right. Wow. Never be afraid to yell. Yelling can get you through a set. Yeah, it'll be a lot different at Carnage. I'm gonna sit down. But yeah, I mean, you can have like 10 or 12 minutes between a fight. So I think what you're doing is good. If you can do like 3 minutes, you know how many people out there don't train at all? Oh, break soon. 8, 6, 7, 12, 13, 7. Just swing. Don't forget one-handed hits count. I better watch those one-handed hits. I hit the chandelier. Thankfully, it's made out of metal, and thankfully, I don't care about it that much. I want to replace it because it doesn't work like it used to. However, I'd not like to rush that process. Hitting it with a sword could obviously make that happen sooner. I don't want to spend the money. I don't want to spend the money on swords. Yeah. Out of anything, I'd say, like if we were like had a day to practice or something together, I would say, like, overhead is great. Overhead is not great when you're really close, because odds are their sword is going to be right in the way. And you know how to just learn. I mean, this is muscle memory. Like, if I get close to somebody and I break, like from a clinch, I just go this way. Sometimes this way. But I'm more wide open. But just to like push them away. But yeah, I don't know. If somebody's standing in front of you like this, and you aim at their head, like all this is like right here. You might hit him in the head, but if you swing at the collarbone area, you know, you might hit him in the collarbone, but you also might catch him like right here or something. That's my tip. I do it all the time. I mean, and I win a good bit, so I don't know if it matters, but I think it's a good tip. Oh man, yeah. I can totally relate. I actually use hotels.com to book instead of the link. Oh, are you staying in the hotel that they recommended? I'm staying there. I'll be there Thursday. I use hotels.com though, because to afford other traveling, if I'm going to be getting like 4 or 5 nights, I'd rather use the app. It's $10 more a night, but at least whenever I go to get a trip later, it'll maybe discount me a little bit on a different trip. Yeah, I feel that. Like I have a different axe I use. That's the same length as what I like, but it's not my good one, so I don't break it. It's good if you get an extra one of anything. Awesome. Ooh, I'm actually getting some trouble breathing here. That's good. All right, the round is starting. Round 8. Oh. Like if you hear the metal, I'm purposely swinging at their head. And if I miss, like, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm almost always like right about this here. Come on, arms, don't fail me now. Oh. Oh. I'm so slow, but if I can throw, I'll be good. I was going to say something, I forget. I don't know. Right now, I'm on every 3rd day, and I'm going to try and keep that schedule all the way to Carnage. I'm going to try and time it so Carnage is like duels day is the 4th day, so I'll have an extra day of rest. Oh shit, the round started. Like, I'm so tired right now, but just keep moving. So that was round 8. Oh, 2 rounds ago. 10th round is a burnout round. That's what I was going to say. So I try to also, I'm just, this is just me, but I also try to, one reason a lot of times some of my strikes land a little bit light is I don't swing all the way like to the ground. You know, like occasionally you'll see me throw a strike, it'll be like this. Because I like misjudged it. I mean, again, this is just my style. I don't know what's better than anything else, but so if you throw a strike and you miss somebody like this, like your sword's at the ground and look at like what you can see on camera. That's all like just wide open. But if you throw and you miss and you end here, well, I have a little bit of an option to do something. Sometimes I end up throwing really light hits because of that, because I'm not swinging all the way through them. But I'm actually usually hitting people like closer to my cross guard than away from it. It's just a habit that I started a long time ago from like German longsword class. Because whenever you swing, you know, and there you're stabbing people. But whenever you swing, like your swings end like here. You never want to end all the way down here if you can help it, because then you're screwed, especially if you're leaning forward. So I try to have all my strikes end with the sword still in front of me, pointing up, if possible. Then if I miss, well, you know, then I'm at least sort of in a guard. Actually, I rarely miss because people will come right at you, you know. The only reason I got the only reason I got first place and the last thing I did is actually up in the Poconos. You know why? Because I swung more than they did. And it was a grueling 2 rounds we did. And I hit the guy more than he hit me. None of it was extremely pretty. This is round 9. But I outlasted him by a lot in the last round. Just doing stuff like this. So if I miss, I'd have been right there. Eva, come on. Come on, arms. Oh, yeah. And the thing at Carnage is going to be only edge strikes. No pummel strikes. No punching, no kicking. Edge strikes only. Whatever your score is at the end of round 1, after the 30-second break, it starts at that score. So if it's 20-5, it's going to be 20-5 right now. Oh, come on, arms. Oh. Man. Oh. Like I feel great, you know? Oh. Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah. My my night should be all right, I guess. It's from 6 p.m. till 7 a.m. Yeah, just one night, so it'll be good. Whew. Yeah, so I'll tell you what my plan. This is my plan, right? The 30 seconds, I'm gonna stand there like this. Whoever it is, I'm just gonna stare right at them, whether I'm tired as crap or not. Oh, so what's up? Oh, Samantha. I thought that was John. Yeah, hey, if you're still there, man. Oh, and thanks for about the birthday too. Like, I appreciate that. There's a lot of people that I just like interact with every day, like mention it. But if I don't, like, I don't hear from it. And the fact that you sent me a message, I appreciate it. So for that 30 seconds, I'm gonna stand there like this, like a mind game, right? And I will stare at them, so they think I'm just ready to go, even if I'm not. Yeah, last round. So this is just gonna be in. I'm gonna try and count how many I can throw. And like it's just throwing strikes. I don't have anything moving to like give me to practice like looking for openings. I'm just aiming at the target. And that's how a lot of these duels I do go. I just pretend I'm at home. Sometimes I squat down a little bit to get a different angle. If they're blocking everything up high, sometimes I squat down a little bit, but I have to stand in place more. I'm going to take this off and hang out and talk for a second before we go, but so I'm not just going to end the broadcast. But see, it's good talking. I can't catch my breath. My body's like struggling. But I'm going to stand there and stare at them. I'm going to try and get all my points in the first round. So if I'm up by like 10 or 15, I'm just going to retreat the whole time. I don't give a crap. Yeah, I don't have to swing every round. Believe me, I'm trying to swing as little times as possible. 15 seconds to go. The feathers survived. I thought I was going to chop one off by accident. All right, I think that was 130. And remember, we're doing it in 75 seconds, not 60. 130. Just swinging. If all else fails, I just pretend I'm at home. All right. Here we go again already. Ah, well, that was brutal. Oh, my arms are almost sore now. I couldn't get the strap off. I try not to get any sweat on the outside of that thing. Oh, let me turn this music down. So I think that was like 108, 130, 108. Woo! Woo! Oh my gosh. So 238 in 150 seconds. So good, as long as I throw more than 150. And like I'm saying, it's just like arm endurance. There's going to be people there that are so good. Oh, and if I can at least just throw and throw. So I'll tell you exactly what some of the people do there. The guy who won in Mexico, you won't miss him. He'll probably have a red feather on, right? We'll throw 5 or 6 hits and then step back. And he throws pretty similar to I do, actually. They're almost all from right here, and he's going to be going like this. Like 5 or 6 hits. And then he's going to step back. And how do I know? Because I've seen him fight in person so many times, I just knew that's what he does. Same with Nathan, except I think Nathan is a little slower, but they're both very good at finding openings. I'm debating whether to trade with these people or, like when they throw a combo, to throw mine, or to wait till they're done with their combo and as soon as they step back to advance on them. It could just go back and forth the whole time. I don't know. I still have to debate some strategies. That's a good thing though. So many people at Carnage are like pretty good, so you can find video footage on them. Yeah, like I've fought some of these people already, just like at events, like for fun. Like I fought Nathan before in It has a pen sick. It was just for the heck of it. It was just like we're pick up duels. One of the last fights I saw him in, it's the same thing. Jonathan McCartney is just gonna swing and swing. Like this exercise is who you need that for. He's not gonna stop. He's not super fast, but he will just go the whole round. And I don't know. I have to look through the list still. But those 3 names stuck out. Well, thanks, John. Like I was saying, they have those. If you want something just to play around with in a hotel room, but the thing is, I don't know how much they are. They might cost as much as a whole sword. But they do have like these mini longsword, like dummy swords, and they're only like, it's a grip and it has like a blade that long. It's like wide like this, and it's weighted, so at least maybe if you wanted to sit there and do something with it. I think those are more for like HEMA though, you know, where you're actually stabbing and you're throwing like underhouse and stuff. I'm just looking, there's so much chainmail. I don't know why this side, which I hit harder, I would think the chainmail is fine. On the other side, there's this huge hole. But before I vacuum in here, next time I'm looking, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 chainmail rings sitting on the carpet. I don't want the vacuum to pick that up. But yeah, this is my upper body cardio workout. I think every 3rd day, I'm probably going to do it. I'll probably live stream it for the heck of it. The thing is, it's not just like about a live stream, but I actually, it keeps me like I have to do it. I can't just sit around and be like, I don't want to do this today. Because if I'm telling people it's me every 3 days and I'm not on here, what am I going to do? Lie? Oh yeah, I did it yesterday. Yeah, so unless something comes up with life, or I have something like an event going on, like a family event or something, I'll probably be doing this every 3rd day. And this is the forearm pump. Like you can just see veins sticking out. I'm not making a muscle. Actually, not as tight as last time. But you can just see like veins sticking out. It's a good workout. I'm glad I put my leg armor on. Even my legs are sweaty. So I'm probably gonna go because I do have to get a nap before work. And I think Sam is probably gone. But hey, John and Salty, that was here earlier. But thanks for tuning in. I don't know. I mean, I'll be on Messenger. I'll be awake all night if you have anything you want to talk about with this stuff. Oh yeah. So I mean, hey, it's all good. It's a good time to get in still because there's still a lot of people that are new, you know, like, and the stuff I do is just, I mean, so I'll show you because why not? It's like I'm saying, I'm just a dude on YouTube, right? But just so you know, like, ooh, like these are like, this is like gold. These are from like duels. This is the one I got for longsword actually recently. Because why? Because I swung more than he did. This is, you know, this is from our tournament here. That's the 1st place. This is 3rd at the Arnold. Sword and buckler though, but I don't know if you can read it. Yeah, that's at the Arnold. I don't know if I'm gonna get to Arnold this year. They only have 8 people. Just come on, you stupid thing. I'm trying to aim at it. Anyway, this is 3rd at the Arnold. So I mean, like I win a good bit. I mean, I just have medals up here because I don't know what the heck to do with them. But at the same time, you know, some of these events, there's people that like don't do this a lot. You know, I fought people all the time. It's like their 1st tournament. And I don't like just go easy. Well, okay, I sort of go easy. But I try and make sure I don't lose. But, you know, little tournaments, hey, and this is just stuff, anything I'm saying right now is what I do. Biggest thing today. Aim at the collarbone. If you have a great head opening, hit him in the head if you want. But I guarantee you, most people are holding their sword right here. And if you swing at the collarbone, you'll probably hit it. And if you, I'm going to reply to that message ASAP. Best message I got today. All right, text message that flashed up on there. Someone's going to have their sword here, especially if they're beginner, right? This is beginner pose for a lot of people. Where can you hit them? Everywhere except straight down over their head. Remember, fingers are targets too. You can just sit there and hit them in the hands. In this league, in the Carolina Carnage thing, beginner stance. Aim at the collarbone. You'll probably catch them in the collarbone. Someone's like this. Aim at the collarbone. You'll probably hit them in the arm. Someone's like this. Obviously, like you can. This is horrible. Their whole arm, their whole body's a target. This is not protecting anything. If I'm going to parry people, if I'm going to purposely try to block, I focus on blocking entirely, and I will do this. Just so you know, I try and go straight out or straight this way. So if somebody's swinging, I'm just putting it right. I'm just trying to meet them in the blade. If they're swinging from overhead, if I can, I try and go a little higher. And I will just focus on blocking, because sometimes if I'm tired, or sometimes I don't know why, like, so I sit here and do this, right, for 2 rounds, but I don't do this exactly like out there. This is endurance. When you're out there fighting somebody, things change. And sometimes, like, someone might swing, and I might get into it where they're going to swing a combo, and I might try to block the first one, and then I just end up trying to block all of them. And that's all I do, is I focus on them, and I stare at where's the blade going to go. And I don't just stand and go like this. I actually try and push it so that your blade, edge of the blade, is going to meet where they're swinging at you. So block, it's a little bit higher. Block, I might duck down a little bit. And then as soon as I get the chance, I swing back. That's, I don't know. I guess that's a tip. But yeah, my biggest thing today, collarbones. Unless you have a clear shot and you know you're going to hit them in the head. And the other thing is, try and get your sword back. So you hit them, and don't just go like this. Don't just stand. If you can, get your sword back. Because what happens is, if you get stuck and you're swinging like this, people swing like this. If they walk up on you, all of a sudden they're like this or like this, and it's so easy to just stop them with a clinch. If you hit them and you bring your sword back and they get close, at least you can get it like that and push off and hit them. But the other thing too, if you're swinging like this, like that, and if they just, so say I hit them and I have my sword here still, and if they move this way, like into my sword, it jams it. And then I have to go like this to get it out. Compared to like this, if they move, okay, like this. If they move, all right, well, I'm stuck. I'll explain that later. I'll explain that in a video, maybe, if that makes sense. That happens to me all the time. I lost in New Jersey a couple months ago because I was fighting somebody really good, and it happened to me twice where I was swung, and I still had my sword. I used to have a bad habit, especially like with arming swords, going like this. I'd swing, and I would go like this, and instead of like this, like I do now, I try and hit, and I try and bring it back, because all the time I'd go like this, and I'd start trying to turn my sword while it's here, and then they move and it gets stuck on their body. If you can figure what I'm saying. I gotta answer that text though. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Do we have a celebrity in the house? Something to tell you. Hey, that's who runs Quilted Armory. Oh, I was just having my 60-second, 30-second break, 60-second duel thing. Yeah, they changed the format here. You know, like HMB 90-second rounds. Well, not this time. They're going to do 60 seconds, 30-second break, and then 60 seconds again, another round. It's going to be insane. Like, you're going to have 30-second break. Like, what do you do? Like I said, I'm just going to stand there. And thanks about the videos. I'm just going to stand like this. It's going to be a total mind game. I'm just going to stare at them. I could be totally out of breath. Oh, man. But yeah, Here. I'm gonna try not to end the broadcast. I really need to answer this text message though, if I can figure out how to do it. If it ends by accident, I was gonna stick around for another minute though. Let's see if we can do it. Doop de doop. All right. You might hear me texting, but it was going to take another second to hang out. All right. Still live? Still live. All right. Yeah. Wow. Natalia, well, Jesus, I never would expect to see her in this broadcast. Oh, thanks. It's a blanket though, I should say. It's actually my daughter's. But it's too dark with this. So the problem is, okay, now the chandelier's on. Now it keeps like messing up the light. So yeah, I was just gonna say, it's nuts. You get a 30-second break, and the thing is, say it's like 30-2. Say you beat someone 32, or you're losing 30-2 at the end of the first 60 seconds. When the second round starts, it's still 30-2. Like, why? Why? So tonight I'm gonna sit down at work. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna write down as many facts as I can find. What can happen in 30 seconds? Like, how far does an asteroid travel, or whatever? Like, what happens in your body every 30 seconds, or how every 30 seconds what happens in America? I'm gonna have a whole list, and probably tomorrow I'm gonna put up a video of why I think it's such a stupid idea. 60, 30, 60. I do think this is a really stupid idea, but I adapt. That's why we sit here and we throw 238 strikes in 2 rounds, which is just an insane number. Yeah, I'm really, and I hope, and I'm gonna share it with people. I'm gonna share it on Facebook and get everybody like mad or make them laugh or happy. Because what do you do in 30 seconds? Like, you see, I try and answer a question here. It's time to swing the sword again. I can't even take my gloves off and do anything. I mean, a minute isn't long either, but in a minute you can walk back to your corner. You can pop your visor, get a drink. Coach, tell me, what am I doing wrong? Okay, you got 30 seconds. Say you're way on the other side. 10 seconds goes by as you get over to, all right, you're at your corner. I can't get my visor off. Shove a straw through your grill, right? What can I do? Well, he's swinging really high. So what you need to do, time's up. Come on back. Okay. So yeah, I think it's so dumb. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll be fun. I haven't done it in real life yet, just here. So I use a crappy. No, this isn't a crappy sword at all. But I've had this thing is swung, I'm telling you, hundreds of thousands of times on like dummy or a tree or a heavy bag. And this has taken 200,000 hits on fake stuff. And this has taken, I don't know how many, probably thousands of hits on real people, like in armor. But I just want this to last. This is like the best sword I've ever had. The whole team likes it. But they don't make it anymore. All right, so I'm probably going to get off here because I need to take a nap. Natalia, oh my God, thanks for coming by. Same with you, Jordan. Just the same. Celebrity status or not, it was great to see you and talk, especially with Carnage coming up. I will be on Messenger later. I'll be on it all night if you want to talk about anything today. And look at this pump just from sword fighting. I don't even do anything like this for arms at the gym. Swords. All right. 3 days from now, it'll be the next one of these, the Buhurt League International rules training, and look and take a gander at my YouTube when I upload the funny stuff on why I hate the 60, 30, 60 format. All right. We'll catch you later, everybody. And everyone else, there's 2 other people that aren't in chat. We'll catch you later. Oh, thanks. This is a sword fighter arm. Hey, and I will keep in touch with everybody. Always appreciate when someone comes by, but I need to get a nap because I'm going to be awake for 13 hours at work.